Hello, guys. My name is Jennifer Maiden, and I'm so excited to share some good news with you today. But first, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about what we all share in common, which is suffering in this life and our struggle with sin. I know there's been several different times that I felt like no one understood what I was going through. I've lost loved ones, and I've struggled with sin, and it just all boiled down to I just felt like no one understood. The amazing thing is that God created us specifically to have a relationship with us. And what that means is that every emotion that you're going through, He uniquely, outside of yourself, of course, He understands what you're going through. Psalms 139, 1 through 4, David was speaking to God, and he said, "You have searched me, Lord, and you know me. You know when I sit, and you know when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. Before a word is on my tongue, you, Lord, know it completely." Unfortunately, the sins that I was just talking about, that actually separated us from God. I personally, again, I've struggled with anger, resentment, self-worth, addiction, pride. And, God loved us so much that He had to think of a way to reconcile that relationship with us. And so what He did is He came down to earth as one of us, in the form of Jesus Christ, and He died a horrible, just gut-wrenching death. To act as our placeholder, to take the punishment upon Himself for what we've done. And 3 days after He died, He rose again. And this showed that He conquered death. And Acts 2:24 says, "But God raised Him from the dead, freeing Him from the agony of death, because it was impossible for death to keep its hold on Him." And so because of what Christ did, His sacrifice, you and I no longer have to fear death. We just need to turn from sin, repent, and believe that Christ died for us and He rose again. John 3:16 tells us that God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whoever believes in Him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. And so the things in this world, they become temporary, and we're no longer alone. We always have God there, even if we feel like no one else understands us, no one else knows what we're going through. God knows, and He's always seeking you. He knows your heart, and He wants to be reconciled with you today.